Graduates, parents, members of the NUS engineering faculty, thank you for inviting me to speak at this commencement ceremony. To the class of 2020 and 2021, my heartiest congratulations. It is a very special day for you as all your hard work and late nights have paid off. More importantly, you will remember fondly the abiding friendships that you have made through this journey. To the parents among you, although I can't see you, I can imagine you must all be beaming with pride and feeling a sense of quiet satisfaction that your years of sacrifice have been worth it. As a hopeful parent myself, I know I will feel the same way when I'm in your shoes a few years down the road. Being invited back to my alma mater today is also special for me. About 25 years ago, I was among you, looking eagerly at the future, wondering what would be in store. I will never forget the engineering faculty for offering me the opportunity to pursue an accelerated master degree. It altered my life. Because in that additional 9 months, it gave me the opportunity not just to do research, but also to think and reflect on what I wanted to do in life. And what I realized was that while I love engineering, I would find more fulfillment in public service. Many had asked me then why I would abandon a more exciting career of serving out my scholarship bond with a private conglomerate in favor of working in government. After all, bond breakers typically do the reverse. As a Johor Bahru boy, I had received a Singapore government scholarship to complete my secondary and JC studies in Singapore. I know very well the limited opportunities in both schooling and career for Chinese students with modest means growing up in Malaysia. The Singapore Public Service appealed to me because I had seen what difference good governance can make. So when I decided to join the government, I was following my heart. And I'm forever grateful for my time in NUS in helping me discover my passion. It is through this same lens that I will encourage you to view the COVID-19 pandemic that is upon us. Many of your plans may have been interrupted, and you might feel hard done by. But if you can look past the disappointment of not being able to go on your exchange programs and industrial attachments, or the frustration of not immediately landing the job that you had wanted, you might also discover something about what makes you passionate in life. These COVID-19 restrictions, as necessary as they are, also present an opportunity to take a pause. Use the time well to reflect on what sparks joy in various aspects of your life. Whichever path in life you choose, your engineering education has prepared you for systems thinking and complex problem solving. This makes you versatile in many fields. My hope for you is that you too will be courageous in following your heart and not just go with the flow because that's what everybody is doing or because that's how others before you have succeeded. A second observation that I would make today is the importance of staying curious and continually learning and adapting. This mirrors the advice that I give to my younger colleagues who are newly promoted to higher responsibilities. The things that got you to this level are not necessarily what would get you to the next level. And that's because the environment and the context are different now, and expectations would change correspondingly. Not only that, but the world itself, the technologies, trends, consumer expectations, these are all evolving at an incredible rate, so much faster than at the time I graduated. You cannot imagine how important it is to read widely both in your domain and outside. Maintain a sense of curiosity and childlike sense of wonder. Be alert to new trends, because even if that hot fad fades away, it lays the foundation for the next big thing. Be open-minded and willing to adapt while staying true to your values. As long as you continue to learn and grow, you need not lose sleep if, like me, you did not graduate at the top of your class. What matters is not whether you have amassed the most knowledge at a fixed point in time, but your capacity to continue learning and improving. A third and final observation that I would share today is that success in life is probably only 2/3 preparation. The remaining 1/3 is pure randomness or luck. Had the Singapore government not offered scholarships to young Malaysians for a shot at life here in Singapore, my life would have turned out very differently. It's the randomness of which set of parents you're born to, whether they have the resources to invest in you, whether your chosen industry takes off, whether there's a good job fit, whether you meet with accidents or unexpected illnesses. whether your relationships work out, whether you have a stable family. The list goes on. The point that I'm making is that you can really control only 2/3 of how your life turns out. To use an analogy, life is more like poker, not chess. In chess, everyone starts with the same pieces. So long as you make the right moves, you won't lose the game. But in real life, everyone is dealt a different set of cards. You're already fortunate that your engineering training will have provided you a wonderful framework for thinking about how to maximize your chances. But ultimately, you can only do the best that you can based on what cards are drawn. If your preparation pays off, appreciate that your success was not all due to your effort alone, but that society and other unexplainable factors aided you along the way. Find gratitude in your hearts, even as you enjoy your success. And find the time to translate that gratitude into giving back to society, especially to those whose 1/3 randomness may not have worked in their favor. On the other hand, if you did not attain all your goals in life despite your best effort, be kind to yourselves and find contentment. Take comfort that you had run the best race you could and not wallow in disappointment at the unfairness of life. Your next lap will be a very exciting one in spite of this pandemic. Never fall for the idea that the best days are over or that past generations had it easier, however strong this notion may seem to you. Each generation had found the ingenuity to solve the big problems of their time and thus take humanity to even greater heights. There is no reason to think that your generation will be any different. In fact, the rapid advances in technology makes me optimistic that improvements by your generation will be even more breathtaking. As you forge ahead, remember these 3 lessons in life. First, life is richer when you follow your heart. The inflection point wrought by this pandemic is as good a time as any to reflect on what makes you happy and passionate. Second, life is about stamina, not top speed. Whoever continues to learn and grow will be stronger and more able to tackle the challenges of the future. Finally, life is more like poker than chess. Whether you win or lose in an evening of poker, it's not all due to your effort or your mistakes. In this age of inequality, remember that we did not all start with equal endowments. Find a social cause that resonates with you and pay it forward wherever possible, especially to those who had been dealt a poor hand. Remember that you too could have been in their shoes. On that note, may I wish the NUS ECE class of 2020 and 2021 great success, and may the 1/3 randomness be ever in your favor. Thank you.